All right, so here we are, February 13th. I'm driving down the road here, trying to hold my phone steady. Just left the Rankin County Jail. Had to take some under white clothes to the wife. Cold up in the jail, so I bought her some long johns on Amazon and 3 pairs and took them over there. One thing that the jail has done now is she has been in there since January 13th, and I've put $200 on commissary so she can get things that she needs, make phone calls, this and that. Well, the first week she was in there, the girl they had her in the cell with stole her account number, because the wife had it written down, I guess, somewhere, and the girl stole the account number and stole half the commissary money. So they moved the girl out of the wife's cell and put her somewhere else. And ever since then, the wife hadn't been able to use any commissary money. And so I just asked them today again. I called earlier in the week, I called last week, and I called this, and I talked to them today when I went in there. I'm like, what's going on? She can't make phone calls. She can't use her commissary money. She still has, I put 200 on there. She still has 100 left that she can't access. She's been in there a month now. A little bit ridiculous. So the police officer says, well, it's still being investigated. Well, okay, while it's being investigated, why don't you turn the money loose that I've already paid taxes on, that I give to the wife so she can make phone calls. I mean, you put a 66-year-old woman in jail that's frail, that has a heart condition, that has never been in jail before. You just throw them in there and just expect them to transition. I mean, I'm not for this, abolishing police, and I'm not for all that, but there does need to be some kind of rehabilitation services in this United States country, broken country. Need some kind of rehabilitation services to help people. You got to get to the root cause of the problem that caused the situation to have them incarcerated. So if you don't get to the root problem, and you don't fix the problem that started everything, then you're just spinning your wheels. You're wasting the jail's time, you're wasting the person's time, you're wasting everybody's time. There needs to be rehabilitation programs. Get people off drugs, get people off alcohol, get them whatever their skeletons in the closet that they're hiding, get them off of it. Rehabilitate them. Now, if you want to incarcerate them while they're being rehabilitated, that's fine. But to just incarcerate somebody and not rehabilitate them, I'm not for any of that. I don't know if it's in Australia or somewhere, they have jails where when they put you in, you wear regular street clothes, tennis shoes, jeans, t-shirts, you wear whatever you want. You can eat whatever you want, steak, chicken. And they give you a small little house, like a little 1-bedroom apartment to live in. And it's got furniture, TV, it's got everything. And they rehabilitate the people in these complexes. And they give people a second chance in life. And that's just something that the United States should be doing with its people, but instead it's all about the punishment. Really, I don't even think it's about the punishment anymore. I think it's all about the money. It's all about the money. You got to get the money. The government gives the jails money to house the inmates, so they make money, and but to pull a tax-paying citizen off out of her job and out of her home and everything, and just incarcerate them and not rehabilitate them. That's just, I don't know. But enough of that topic. How about the Bad Bunny? Good Lord, what a nut job. Anyway, no speaky English. Mr. No speaky English, Bad Bunny, didn't get my views. I turned it over to the Patriot Show with Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA, and I watched that. And I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but being a musician and everything all my life, I didn't really, I mean, wasn't really nothing to talk about, to be honest with you. I mean, it seems like they got some musicians to play nobody's really heard of before, and they must be donating their time or doing it for free or something. And there wasn't really much patriotism going on. Didn't see too many flags or, you know, any... There just wasn't a lot of thought. There wasn't a lot of planning put into the Turning Point USA halftime show. I can tell you that. I mean, it's basically, it looks like they rented an auditorium and had a few people on each side of a stage that they built, and then they just had some musicians come in and play that nobody really heard of before except Kid Rock. So, and I don't know. I mean, when Kid Rock came up, yeah, the TV screens flashed a couple flags, you know, and this and that, but it didn't seem really that patriotic. It was more like they were trying not to be biased and be either way. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this Charlie Kirk's wife. I don't know if everybody's, you know, having different thoughts and opinions on the lady and different things, and I'm like, I don't keep up with it enough to know what you know, what's going on with all that. All I know is it's been swept under the rug a little too fast. I mean, when you get, you know, when American citizens get shot in the neck and bleeds out in front of the world at a rally supporting God and family, and it just gets swept under the rug, you know. I mean, I don't know. World's in a bad situation. And another problem that we got going on right now is the doggone cryptocurrency market is down, and it's been down. I'm down multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars in my cryptocurrency account. But it is what it is. I know what comes up must go down, and what goes down must come up. But I guarantee you, next time it goes up, I'm going to catch, well, I don't know if I'm going to catch the train or if I'm going to jump off the train. But I'm probably going to jump out of some of my crypto. Not all of it, but some of it. And but cryptocurrency is a great investment. Now, with the prices down as low as everything is, I want to transfer some more money and buy more. I mean, I'll buy a lot more. I'd like to get 100,000 shares of Cardano. I had Cardano ADA 2 or 3 years ago, 4 years ago. I'm not sure how long ago it was where it surged in price. But I had 100,000 shares, and I bought it at like 4 cents, so it cost $4,000. And it went up to 26 cents, and I was like, damn. So I sold it, made $22,000, and I turned around and bought the rest of my bag of XRP and XLM. But the thing about Cardano is when I sold it at 26 cents, it just kept on going up. And it ended up going up to like $2.70, something like that. And I'm not sure if it went up to 270. Don't get me to lying. I know that it went up pretty doggone high. And Could have made a ton of money. Same thing happened with me with Dogecoin. There was a lot of hype, a lot of hype going on about Dogecoin on a Super Bowl about 3 or 4 years ago. Oh, the Super Bowl is going to advertise Dogecoin. So I bought like 350,000 shares. It was under a penny, and I had like 350,000 shares. Well, nothing happened with it. Super Bowl came, and I think it was right before the Super Bowl, the price was going down. And I was like, yeah, this is tanking. And I didn't have diamond hands back then to where I could just hold on to it and hang on to it. I sold it. So I sold everything and got my money back. And that was a mistake, because like that same week it went up to like 77 cents. So 77 cents times 350,000, that tells you how much money I could have made in a blink of an eye off Dogecoin. But that's what happens when you try to buy and sell. And one thing about cryptocurrency or the stock market is you can't get scared. I mean, if you invest money into it, just consider it gone. Just consider it gone. That way you don't, the following week you're like, oh my God, if the price is going down, you want to sell it. You don't want to sell it. Just as long as you don't sell it for less than you bought it for, you'll be okay. You always want to sell it for more than you bought it for, but make sure your fees and taxes and all that are added into it so that you make a profit. Now, none of this is financial advice. Don't get me wrong on that. I'm no financial advisor, so do your own due diligence and do your own research on cryptocurrency. And you can find anything you want to find out with cryptocurrency on YouTube. Type in the coin you're looking at. Type in what it does, what's it going to accomplish in the future, how much it's worth, where to buy it, how to buy it, and just start stacking your pennies to the billionaire's dollars. And it's definitely changed my life as far as financially since 2018. I've been in cryptocurrency since January 2018. So it's definitely helped me along over the years. But my motto, my goal on cryptocurrency was always to buy 100,000 coins of whatever that I wanted to buy. And most of the time I've researched all the coins and tried to get the best coins: XRP, XLM, HBAR, Dogecoin, XCN, there's Jasmy, there's all kinds. I've got about 12 or 15 different coins that I have about 100,000 shares of each, except for the small coins like Shiba Inu and XBCN, all them coins. I've probably got Jasmy coin. I probably got 600,000-700,000 of each of those coins, just because they're so cheap, they're easy to buy and multiply. Shiba Inu, I've got like 150 million coins, something like that. But Shiba's down. I mean, I was at a profit. I was at about a $12,000 profit at the beginning of the year in January, and then now it's down like 5 zeros below 0.0. So hopefully the market will turn around. Crypto will come back up. I think Bitcoin's around 69,000 right now, 67,000. But like I said, what goes up must come down, and what goes down must come up, and that's all you got to do when you buy into crypto. You consider using it as a savings account. Your savings account, you're going to get 4% interest if you're lucky this day. And you can on $100,000, 4% would be what, $4,000 a year in interest. Or you could take out $100,000 and buy $100,000 worth of crypto and turn around and have 500,000 by the end of the year. So that's dependent on if you buy everything when the market is fearful and in the red. And you always want to buy when the market is fearful and sell when they're greedy. But like I said, no financial advice here, so don't take my word for anything. Do your own research. I'm fixing to go in my shop and play with my Rottweiler bugs. And until the next video, I hope y'all have a good one. And like I said, I can't do anything with this hair, so I just give up on it. It's going to do whatever it wants to do. All right, we'll see you next one.